Hi, this is Zero, and this is What If Naruto Was Demon God Part 3. Oh crap, just a sec. We left off on a unique cliffhanger in which Jiraiya was sitting and eating, you know, ramen, let's just say, and suddenly he felt a presence behind him. Literally, he couldn't sense it before, but he felt a monstrous presence behind him. A presence that wasn't of a human. Jiraiya was scared because he hasn't felt anything ever in his entire life. It was similar to of a tailed beast, but it wasn't a tailed beast, he could sense it. Then Jiraiya instantaneously looks back and puts up his guard and he sees Naruto with his slit eyes with blue color and Naruto says, "Oh, Parvi Sage." Naruto has canine teeth. How Yujiro Hanma has, two canine teeth, similar to a vampire's teeth, but they are not that out, but they're a little bit out. You can see that they are out of his normal, what they used to be. Fangs, basically. Very small ones, but they are there. It's not noticeable. This is Naruto, what happened to you? Because Jiraiya can feel the overwhelming power radiating from Naruto, and the presence and chakra signatures are inhumane. I just, and then nothing. I just trained and became strong. And then Jiraiya asked Naruto a few questions, and he realized that he is Naruto, and Jiraiya is happy. He asked him, "What did you do past month, 2 months?" Naruto says, "Oh, I trained." Jiraiya was like, "So, what kind of training did you do?" That's, "Oh, I just, learned how to, do blacksmith, and I learned all five chakra natures." Jiraiya would look at Naruto like, "Eh? What did you say?" Jiraiya just uh, puts his hand in the pocket, takes out a chakra paper to Naruto, give it to Naruto. Naruto pretty much, puts chakra into it, and it's all five. Jiraiya's jaw drops because Naruto did that in 2 months. That's impossible. I mean, impossible. Because Jiraiya didn't know what kind of creature Naruto has become, and Naruto's evolution is still isn't complete yet. And so, yeah, Naruto pretty much has to talk with Jiraiya while both of them eats ramen. Naruto eats about 30 or no 47 bowls of ramen because Naruto's digestive system has increased even further, and Jiraiya eats about two. And he is kind of looking at Naruto and he thinks, yeah, this is Naruto, no one else can do that. Then Naruto pretty much, says, "So Jiraiya, what's up?" Jiraiya, tells Naruto about, his parents. Naruto says, "I already knew it." No, scratch that. Just says, "How about I train you, Naruto?" Naruto says, "Nah." Jiraiya would say, "What?" Naruto would say, "Just kidding, I'll train with you." Jiraiya would nod. But Jiraiya is kind of can sense that Naruto is, dodging the main question. Jiraiya is asking that what happened to you? What kind of chakra is that? But Jiraiya is not asking that question yet because he, doesn't want to make Naruto, you know, question his question him or whatever. Let's just say. And so Naruto and Jiraiya starts to train. Jiraiya, asks Naruto for a spar. Naruto is on par with Jiraiya himself. Naruto's physical strength is greater than Jiraiya's. No, yeah, it's as good as Jiraiya's. Or should I do greater? Yeah, as good as Jiraiya's physical strength alone. His speed is greater than Jiraiya's. Because he got the speed from his father. So yeah, he's pretty good and his taijutsu skills are greater than Jiraiya's. So yeah. And Jiraiya is shocked like how fast Naruto's improved. Then, Jiraiya makes a Rasengan. Naruto makes a one-handed Rasengan, but its chakra color is just, what I showed you. Should I show it again? I'll show it again. This is the color Rasengan that Naruto formed. It was red, black, purple at the same time. And it and when Naruto formed it, Jiraiya felt chills down his spine because the chakra was inhumane. Jiraiya knew from the fact that this chakra wasn't, of the nine tails, but it's not, what Naruto's chakra used to be. And the chakra's density is inhumane. Naruto's chakra is, denser than, Jiraiya's. Jiraiya thinks Naruto has mastered the Rasengan because Naruto used it with one hand, but Naruto isn't just mastered the Rasengan. The Rasengan that Naruto is using is much more condensed. Usually it would be, a little bit bigger Rasengan than naturally, about, 50% bigger, but Naruto has, condensed it down to a much smaller scale, making the destructive power even greater. And then Naruto vanishes. Jiraiya was, close to a rock, pretty much, his back was, at a huge rock. Naruto pretty much comes in front of Jiraiya and, hits the Rasengan, on left side of Jiraiya's, completely avoiding Jiraiya, you know, missing Jiraiya on purpose with the Rasengan. But as soon as Rasengan collided with the, you know, rock, huge rock, it's gone. An explosion happens. Jiraiya falls forward pretty far, and Jiraiya took so much damage from it. Not too much heavy damage, but so much low damage. Jiraiya looked back, and the rock was gone. There was nothing but destruction. It did a effect of similar to, uh, what was his name again? Konohamaru's wind style Rasengan. That kind of it. Not that big, but little bit smaller than that. But devastation was greater than what, normal Rasengan should be. And Jiraiya's eyes were open wide, and his mouth was on the floor. So Jiraiya just asked Naruto, "What's up with that chakra? It's not human." Naruto simply says, "Because neither am I." Jiraiya is shocked at Naruto's answer. Jiraiya says, "What do you mean?" Naruto simply says that I have managed to evolve my body to be non-human. Simply, I am. Oops. That I am a monster now, Jiraiya. I am a demon. Or a monster. I am a demon now. And I do not mind being one. I have managed to surpass the limitations of humanity. I am strong now. My chakra is almost devastating, as you can see. Jiraiya is so shocked that Naruto's personality change is too dramatic. Then Jiraiya remembers about the mask Naruto used to wear. Because Jiraiya have seen whenever Naruto was alone, he wouldn't smile, he would just look at the empty sky. So Jiraiya thinks in his head, is that truly you, Naruto? Is that your true form? The one thing that you would always used to hide? Then Jiraiya asks, more about Naruto. Naruto tells him that I have the same level of regeneration as the first Hokage. And Naruto does have a, same level of regeneration as the first Hokage, because Naruto's chakra is, has also natural healing capability as well as his body. First Hokage's only body has, healing capability, but Naruto's chakra and body has healing capability. So he has the same level of healing capability as, the first, but doesn't have any drawbacks with it. And Naruto's chakra level have also increased a lot because, when Naruto, makes all that clones, his chakra, depletes. Oops. Kurama pretty much, refills the chakra, and Naruto's good to go. So yeah, Naruto's chakra is 4 times greater than it was, 2 months ago, and it's just naturally growing pretty fast, almost at inhumane rate. So Jiraiya basically, asks Naruto what kind of jutsu, Naruto tells him that I know 10 of each element, and all of them are A rank. I'm planning to, make few S ranks as well. Jiraiya knows, and then Jiraiya gives Naruto a scroll. Naruto looks at it, it was flying thunder god. And Jiraiya says, I will be teaching you this. This was your father's technique after all. And then Jiraiya tell about Naruto, that how originally Rasengan was meant to have elements with it. Naruto would nod, and so after that, 2 months has passed. Now scratch that. Hmm. A year has passed basically. Now 1 year is left before Naruto has to go back to the village, because Tsunade pretty much told him that after 2 years you will have to you come back to village, and I will make sure to enter you into the village, because I have a plan. She was basically trying to tell everyone that he is the son of the fourth Hokage. So yeah, and Danzo didn't knew that she had a plan like that. Naruto is sitting on a huge cliff, looking down at the city or a village in front of him. He has long blonde hair, and then someone comes up to him with white long hair. He says, "Naruto, what are you planning to do now? Are you gonna make what you were talking about?" Naruto would say, "Yes, it's time to create the God Slayer." In this time, Naruto has gained a reputation for himself as a hunter. Naruto hunts bounties, and Naruto is quite rich as well. Tsunade knows that Naruto is fine because Jiraiya told Tsunade, and Jiraiya pretty much has trained. Naruto has already learned wind style Rasen Shuriken. Naruto can add chakra nature just to say. So yeah, but Nasa, it's time to create the God Slayer. After I'll do it again. Naruto was sitting at the edge of a cliff with his long blonde hair flinging in the sky and his blue eyes almost glowing. A man with white hair came. It was Jiraiya. He tells, "So, Naruto, are you gonna plan to make it?" Naruto says, "Yes, it's time. It's time to create the God Slayer." In this time, Naruto has pretty much, mastered, you know, the wind release Rasen Shuriken, how to, use wind release Rasengan. You can use fire release Rasengan, and all five elements Rasengan. I'll tell you when I use them eventually. And he knows about hundreds of A rank jutsus of each elements, several S rank. He has created several S rank jutsus. I'll tell you, when the time comes, of course. I won't be naming each and every one of them. Naruto's strength is now greater than the Sage mode. Uh, you know Jiraiya, his raw physical strength. He doesn't even need to increase his strength with chakra at all. And mainly because now it's time to Naruto's body to evolute, or permit go through another evolution, and Naruto can feel it. And then Naruto would stand up and say, "I have to go." Jiraiya would nod, and Naruto would use body flicker to vanish into thin air. And then Naruto would go into a cave pretty deep that Naruto has made using earth style. It's pretty complicated. It's designed to make sure not even a single scream can come out, because Naruto can feel that it's time for the evolution has come. Because Naruto, for the past week, Naruto has been feeling pain all around his body, and Naruto can feel it that something else is happening. A new evolution, just like it happened to his veins, now it will happen to his body. Naruto is about 6 foot, almost. Yeah, about 6 feet, muscular build. And Naruto was about to, create his sword. He calls it God Slayer. It's a project he has. Naruto is master of making weapons now. He has created several of them. Of course, he destroys them at the end, so no one else can get their hands on it. Currently, Naruto is using a black katana that he forged. It's almost unbreakable, but it's not something Naruto permanently wants to use. He wants to make something else. Something else. It's in his mind. He's been trying out, different techniques to, what kind of power he wants to give the sword, but now Naruto was about to do it, but his evolution has come up. So Naruto goes there and sits, waits for it. Naruto can feel it, and Naruto goes to the same place. Once again, there's, darkness, light, how sky and galaxy is, something similar to that. And there it is, a light, but it's shape of a body. And Naruto realizes it's time to gain the body of a demon. Because Naruto has been named a demon in the Bingo book. No, scratch that. Naruto is not in a bingo book. He hasn't, done anything yet to get his name into the bingo book. Because, he is only hunting very low level people right now. So, yeah. Then Naruto touches the body, and then Naruto feels immense pain. His bones start to break, his muscles start to get torn apart. And Kurama sees this and she puts everything she has. Because in this year, Naruto and Kurama have gotten close. Much, much more closer. She has every bit of her power to you know focus on Naruto, healing Naruto. Naruto's own regeneration is quite high, but she's doing it just to be safe. And this goes on for 7 days and 7 nights straight. His body being broken and rebuilt again and again and again and again and again. If you ever watched, an anime called, you know, Afati, I don't know which, uh, you know, anime name was. I completely forgot. In it, in which there's a character named Hajime who pretty much, eats demon meat and his body starts to torn apart inside out. But thanks to him, having something to heal him, pretty much divine water. I'm not gonna actually tell you the story, or otherwise it would be kind of spoiling the plot of it, because I don't like to give other people spoilers at all. So yeah, basically he was able to gain body much more stronger than of a human, pretty much evolve his body. And the same thing is currently happening to Naruto. And it's happening for 7 days and 7 nights straight. Naruto was screaming for 7 days, 7 nights straight. No matter how strong Naruto's body gotten, pain was unimaginable. But then 7 days, 7 nights of Naruto's pain has stopped. And Naruto is now just sleeping. Just a sec. Naruto is just sleeping peacefully now after all the pain Naruto went. The floor that once was, what color rock would be? Grey. Yeah, grey, I'm an idiot. Is now blood red, covered in Naruto's own blood. Naruto's skin was even being, torn apart and being put together again and again. Naruto is just unconscious. And Kurama is just yelling his name, Naruto, wake up, wake up, wake up. 7 days, 7 nights has passed, and Naruto sleeps for 8 hours, and then Naruto wakes up. He gets up. He feels different. Too different. He doesn't feel at all like he's more stronger than what he was. Naruto gets up. He looks at, one of the walls that are, in the cave, and he punches it, and the wall shatters into pieces. Naruto and Kurama, both of them are shocked, like, what? Naruto looks at his body. He has 6 packs. Each and every muscle in his body is defined now. And he feels different. He takes a kunai out and stabs it into his, hand. But the kunai breaks before it can penetrate Naruto's skin. Naruto's skin is now similar to, how Kurama's skin is, how in the original Shinobis were unable to penetrate Kurama's skin. That's how Naruto's skin is. Naruto thinks, what's the point of having regeneration then? Naruto and Kurama kind of laughs about this, but then Kurama asked, are you okay, Naruto-kun? Yes, Kurama starts calling Naruto Naruto-kun now. Get used to it. I says, I'm fine. I just had to go through hellish pain, but looks like the evolution is complete. Then Kurama says, I'll just do a checkup on you. After that, Kurama is shocked. Kurama says, oh my god, Naruto. And says, what? Because Naruto is in his mindscape currently. I forgot to tell you that. She said, you have 2 hearts. Naruto like, what? You have two hearts, Naruto. No, like that's impossible. What? I only had one once. She like, yes, but now you have two. Naruto doesn't, realize what has happened to him. So he says, I'm gonna, you know, f- learn medical ninjutsu once and see what actually happened to my body. And she was like, yeah, you have gotten stronger. After 7 days, Naruto comes out. Jiraiya was waiting outside. Jiraiya says, are you okay? I kind of heard, screamings, but you told me not to come. No, but how hard I scream. So I didn't. I said, yeah, I'm fine. He was like, when did your hair become red? I said, red? Naruto looks at his hair and says, oh no, that's just blood. Jiraiya would be kind of confused, but Naruto says, I'm gonna go take a shower. When Naruto goes to go take a shower, Jiraiya goes to the deepest part of the cave where Naruto was. When Jiraiya gets there, he is shocked of what he has seen. The gray, oh no, yeah, the brown floor once is now blood red. Just not, Jiraiya thinks, just what did that kid do? What the hell? And so Naruto takes a shower and his hair, gold again, or yellow, whatever you want to call them, blonde. So yeah, so now says I will, go into the in the middle of the forest to make the blade. Jiraiya would not. They say I would love to see a so-called God Slayer that you're pretty much bragging about all the time. That blade will be unbeatable and over again. And I was like, yeah, Jiraiya. They say, fine, I'm leaving. See you again, kiddo. Jiraiya left towards Konoha because Naruto told Jiraiya to go to Konoha and just stay there for a year and I'll meet you after a year. Jiraiya kind of trusts Naruto a lot because he knows Naruto is strong enough to protect himself easily because he can beat him, a Sanin. So yeah, and he's pretty good at stealth that even the Sanin, cannot find him. Because Jiraiya and Naruto met first time was a literal coincidence. So Naruto goes in the middle of the forest where there is a huge lake and a hut that Naruto has been building for him to create his favorite thing that he wants to create, God Eater, or no, God Slayers. I completely mixed up the name. Damn it. So yeah, just a sec. Hmm. And so Naruto starts to starts to heat up the metal. Well, the metal is completely glowing, and it's not a normal metal. It's not even a chakra metal. It's a unique metal that the QB told Naruto about, that the one sage of the sixth path created very long time ago. And there is a very small amount of it left around the world. When it's completely hot, Naruto starts to forge it, but at some point Naruto feels something. He just, takes his hand and uses ton sheet of chakra. He takes his right palm and puts it forward and uses his left palm to make a karate chop, and puts ton sheet of chakra in his left hand to make a cut on his right hand, and the blood. He starts to pour blood on, the metal. Kurama inside of him asks, Naruto, what are you doing? Naruto says, I don't know, I just feel like doing it. Kurama just says, fine. Because Kurama knows that Naruto's feeling can lead up to insane things, like how it made him, non-human after the feeling. So yeah. Naruto has, use his blood, add his blood while forging the blade as well. The forging goes for 2 days straight. He is forging the weapon. It's very hard, the metal is so strong. He has to keep the fire up. And his fire is blue because he's using the hottest flame there is. Naruto, Naruto's natural fire is blue now. He can't use normal fire anymore. He has trained his fire to such an extent, and he adds a little bit of wind chakra while using fireball or any other fire techniques that makes the technique blue. much more hotter than normal fireball. So he's using blue fire to forge it. And so once it done, it's hot, it's shape of a blade. Nato goes out and drops the sword into the lake. In 3 seconds, the entire lake is gone, evaporated. Naruto thinks, damn, this thing is hot. Kurama and Naruto says that at the same time. Bozan starts to laugh. Then Naruto takes it out. Sword that's black and gold. And it's beautiful, Naruto would say. Naruto says it's a god slayer. Let me show you. Sorry about that. My just phone stopped rotating. I tried everything. It just won't rotate anymore. Looks like half of the video will be in this form. This is the sword. It's gold and black. And Naruto's chakra is completely rotates around, you know, through his body and into the sword and comes back. So the sword is quite sharp. The sword's special capability is unblockability. Basically, whenever Naruto strikes someone with the sword and they block it, a second wave of strike will happen on their body, or you know basically a second strike that will happen even if you block it or not. If you didn't block it, then only single slash would happen, but if you manage to block it, a second slash would occur on your body. It will The damage will be about 50% less, but it will still happen, basically making it an unblockable weapon. And it will be pretty much easily be able to cut through so many different things. Oops. Damn it. So yeah, Naruto has created it, and Naruto is master of Kenjutsu. And so another year has passed. Before the year, let's go to another year has passed. Everything else in Konoha and Sasuke's life is going the same. And so Konoha shinobis are doing a little bit more, training a little bit harder, but only a little bit, not too much. And Naruto is mainly changing too much. And so Naruto pretty much, in the year, Naruto gets kind of attacked because the news spread around the world that there is someone who has a sword that's so powerful it can, put the seven ninja swordsman's swords to shame. So several of the rogue shinobis came together, A rank, C rank, all of them came together to kill Naruto so they can take it themselves, because they know that he doesn't just have one, he has hundreds of different kind of swords that are at the same level as the ninja swordsman's swords, because Naruto has created spears, sword swords, dual wielding swords, all the different kind of weapons for himself. He doesn't want to focus on one kind of weapon. Just a sec. Hi, so this will be the end of this video. I have something to do. Say, oh, my screen actually rotated. I'm happy. Well, this is the end of this video. Sorry guys, I have something important to do.